Hello everybody, my name is Horizon and we are doing a exciting match for Orcust on the left side and Eldlich Paleo I believe on the right, and I'm piloting by myself and Michael on the left side. I'm piloting Orcust. So it looks like we're doing a standard die roll, cut and shuffle. And we'll get on to the video. I believe Michael won the die roll or I won the die roll. I'll figure it out eventually. Looks like Michael won the die roll, starting off with Orcust Girsu. I give him a thumbs up to let him know that he is good, and I believe I didn't open up any hand traps. Then he's sending Nightmare to the graveyard, counting my hand, looking at the combos that I can do. Looks like I have where White Destiny, or no, Black Awakening. Then Girsu's using his effect to give tokens because he controls a monster. Nightmare targeting Girsu to send a Orcust monster to the graveyard, then increase level by number. There's the Orcust, I think it's just a Dark Machine. Nightmare sending a Dark Machine to boost a monster by 800, but that's not the reason. World 1 banishing itself to special summon the banished Nightmare from the banish pile. Linking both of these two off for, I believe, a Galatea. Yep. What will he do now? Looking at his hand, he's probably going to activate Galatea's effect to shuffle back into World 1 to get a Babel or a Orchestrate return. Maybe Crescendo? Oh, here I'm in Babel like I first picked it. So we'll see what we can do. Most time is probably going to be a interesting match because he's already used his normal summon, making Dingirsu probably can't attach anything, so I wonder what he'll do. Dingirsu effect to send the token away. And linking one for the man. Oh, nope, he's linking both of them off. For IP Masquerena, makes sense since I believe he has a Nightmare in the grave, so he can just send Skeleton to get Disruption for next turn. So let's see how Eldlich Paleo begins. Starting off with a normal summon of Kree Bandit. Michael's giving me a read to figure out what the fuck it does. Then setting one card, setting two cards. Then Kree Bandit has the effect during the end phase. If this card normal summon, you contribute, activate the top 5, add one spell trap from the activation, and then mill the rest during the end phase. And he's going to activate Curse Outland. I'm just explaining what Curse Outland does because this is the first time Michael's ever fought Eldlich. Okay. So basically I'm just explaining that I can pay 800 to search for a Outland for a Curse for a that comes out with the Ash Blossom, but it allows me to add a Golden Land or a Eldlich monster, or Eldlich the Golden Lord. I'm going to end phase. He's going to end phase as well. He's going to chain Nightmare to send a monster to the graveyard. He's sending Skeleton. Resolving now. Okay, got Eldlich, got Sanguine, we got Lost Wind, Ballista Squad, and Lost Wind. I'm going to add Ballista Squad and send everything else to the graveyard. Now during the end phase, let's see if Michael has a response. I'm going to activate Scarlet Sanguine to set a Golden Land from my deck to my side of the field. And I'm going to be setting, probably thinking of which one, Guardian. Oh, looks like I'm going to set a Conquistador that allows me to pop a face-up card on the field if my opponent, if I control an Eldlich monster. And now Maya's going to use Skeleton, provide Dingirsu. Dingirsu is going to send my Conquistador during the end phase still. I'm going to activate Conquistador's effect to banish and set a Elixir, so I'm going to set White Destiny, allowing me to special summon a Eldlich monster from my hand or graveyard. With 4 back row, 2 cards in hand, looks like my position is pretty good, but we'll see what Michael can do to play through the disruption. Looks like revealing Thunderbird. Activating Chainlink 2, activate Sanguine to special summon a Eldlich from deck or grave. Michael just shuffling up because he revealed a danger monster. Basically just saying 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like I hit the Thunderbird. Thunderbird's effect now triggers to pop a set card. Popping my Black Awakening. So we'll see how that goes. Looking at my graveyard, looks like Michael's going into probably a Unicorn. Yep, Unicorn effect. Now both Lost Winds will trigger to set himself because my opponent's special from the extra deck. Unicorn discarding to target one card, so you can discard Nightmare to target Eldlich to shuffle it back in the deck. And let's see what else is going on. Okay, activate Nightmare targeting Unicorn to boost attack, but and also send a Dark Machine to the graveyard. And let's see with Dark Machine, probably either, well, you can send anything really. So maybe World 1, made Girsu. Not Girsu, he doesn't have a skeleton. Yep, he sent a skeleton to the graveyard to get that additional revive for next turn and a disruption for the next turn. Activating skeleton effect, targeting Galatea to revive, special summon Galatea. Activate Galatea's effect to shuffle back skeleton back into the deck to set a back row. And looks like what he's going to get, looking at his graveyard, got Girsu. Just want to figure out what he wants. So let's see, he's probably going to get maybe Crescendo. Yep, grabbing the setting Crescendo for the disruption next turn because he's probably not because he has a skeleton in the graveyard. So he has a disruption and an Omni Negate. And atop a monster that was boosted by 300, so the Unicorn's now at 25 and 18. Do I have a way to protect myself from being destroyed? Alright, looking at his extra deck, trying to see what he can do. And it looks like he's going for Dingirsu play again. Activating Dingirsu's effect, either send or attach a monster. So he's going to send the middle one. So he's going to send the Lost Wind. And Lost Wind's banished when it leaves the field because of its effect. So probably in the battle phase, I'm going to activate to revive a Eldlich. And Michael's thinking, or am I thinking? Then it's kind of hard when you have no audio. Gizmag banishing the top 8 to special summon itself. Asking for a response, I say nope. So banishing 8. He's going to look at his banish, see what he banished, anything important. Yeah, a couple of Cyclones, a couple of Dangers. I think that was a Girsu. But overall, I think that was fine. So he has 3 monsters on battle. Nope, this is still in main phase. Looks like it didn't decide this. So probably going to Link of 4. Oh, Link 3. Going into Girsu. I'm going to chain Hakieto to special summon to banish the Girsu. Because long Girsu has the effect when it's activate, shuffle 2 banish monsters into the shuffle 2 banish and send a linked monster on the field to the graveyard. So he's going to send my Eldlich to Eldlich, but he cannot attack. But that monster cannot attack the turn. And I just wanted to get rid of the disruption. All right, and then end phase Lost Wind. Wait. Did I just right? That's a misplay. That's a big misplay because okay, so Eldlich effect is going to send Hakieto because he's treated as a trap stone while on the field to send the special himself. Michael crescendoed it. Now I'm activating Curse Outland to search another Eldlich by paying 800. Then with 4 cards in hand, I'm going to figure out what I want to do because I've already used one of the effects. So activate Eldlich, sending a trap or spell from my hand to the graveyard to send away his monster. Michael gave me a read because I believe that Eldlich destroyed, but no, it just sends. And Michael thought that if he is linked, he can't be destroyed by card effect, and that is true. But I don't know what happened. I don't know why I activated the lost one. That was activated that turn. But now I'm activating Black Elixir to set a, I believe that was a Huckieto. Then activating White Destiny to set another Golden Land from deck, so setting Golden Land forever. I'm grabbing the English copy because I was playing a German copy. Then what else? Scarlet Sanguine to set another Golden Land. So probably if I set Huckieto, I'm probably going to set Conquistador. So I'm right here, I'm just explaining how do elixirs and golden lands work. Golden lands activate during the end phase, and then elixirs can activate any time, but only the elixir Scarlet Sanguine can activate because of that trap, and the White Destiny and Black Awakening can only activate during my main phase. Looking at the banish, setting another Sanguine because this is the end phase, and I now have 4 back row. 5 back row, I guess you would call it, because 4 set, 1 Eldlich, 1 Eldland. And then I have a Golden Lord in the graveyard, 2 cards in hand, and then firing off a Sanguine to special summon 1 from grave. Let's see what we can do. Is that double Nightmare in his hand? No, I think that's a Snake and Nightmare. Oh, no, Skeleton and Nightmare. Alright, so you normal summon Skeleton. Let's see what he'll do. I'm telling you, Michael, you should be playing Brass with Bard. Okay, firing off the Cookie Sword to pop the Eldland. Or, not pop Eldland, pop the Long Girzu. Because I don't want him linking and putting the skeleton back in the graveyard. So, let's see here. Activating Babel to send a monster or send a card from the hand to the graveyard to add it to your back of your hand. You activate Babel. Now I can either activate Curse Eldland or allow it to resolve. I think I let it resolve. Yep. Nightmare effect targeting to send a monster. I say go ahead. Actually, I'm looking at the graveyard to see if I let it go ahead. Yep, I allowed that to go through. I got a notification for something, and I'm rejecting the notification. So, Mario's going to be sending a Dark Machine to the graveyard. He'll send World 1. Let's see. Activating World 1's effect to special summon a banish Orcust monster from the banish pile. Or just special summon a banish Orcust, and that'd be more accurate. Girsu, since it was properly summoned. Oof. Putting that sweet Girsu back into the grave. Okay, now activating Girsu's effect, or Ding Girsu's effect. I'm going to Golden Land forever, tributing Zombie because I control Eldlich the Golden Lord. To negate and, just negate and destroy. Now what will I do? What will Michael do? Got no bodies on board? Got no bodies on board. English, Christian, English. Got a lot of link monsters in there. Activating Crescendo to banish and then add a Orcust monster, but you're locked into Dark Machines for the turn. So I wonder what he's going to grab. Girsu, the good old friend who does everything. Well, since Michael's already normal summon the skeleton, he can't really do much unless he can find a way to put, like, Bombard or something in the graveyard. Okay, activating Gizmek to banish the top 8 of the deck. And what else will he do? Now it looks like banishing more stuff. Overall, Gizmek is a good card, but in my personal opinion, I don't like the card. Because it's rather annoying to banish the top 8 cards and then waste your resources. Because I like playing a lot of 1-ofs and spicy techs. But anyway, Michael's going into Galatea. Probably gonna activate Galatea's effect to shuffle back a banished Nightmare monster, or not Nightmare, shuffle back a banished Orcust monster, or Dark Machine. I think it's just Machine. Yeah, shuffle back a machine to set a spell or trap, but also the effect is optional, so really you can just shuffle back anything to get more stuff in your graveyard. He's going to shuffle back Nightmare Orcust to either get a Crescendo again, or maybe an Orchestrated Return. Going for a return this time for the additional draw power, because it looks like he needs it. And his deck's looking quite a bit thin there. Wonder what we do. Skeleton reviving a Longirzu. Well, is he? Or will he revive something else? He's already summoned Dingirzu this turn. He's summoning our Galatea. Interesting plays, my friend. Interesting plays. Probably going for the Zeobolos play, where he can just push for massive damage by banishing everything on the field. Yep, Zeobolos, since he's already banished 16 banish. And then plus mine, so got a lot. So I'll just say this guy is big because I do not know. He's a big boy. Very, very big boy. And this is old thing, but I activate Guardian's effect, special summon itself to drop your monster to make his attack become 0 because I control Eldlich the Golden Lord. It's a level 8 zombie light monster with, I believe, 0 attack and 800 attack and 2500 defense. Alright, he's activating Orchid Return to send Orcust to the graveyard and then shuffle back. Alright, so he's activating Eldlich. He wants to, Michael's asking, can it be destroyed? I said yes. He goes Bigfoot, pop Eldlich. Because probably Michael's realizing the interesting. I set a Metal Fusion, Eldlich to send Metal Fusion to add to my hand, then special summon. And then I have the option to special summon this from my hand. So asking if the special summon is good. Yeah, making sure because this is also the first time I'm playing this because I recently opened during the recording I had played a couple of decks, but I chose not to activate the special summon because it was an optional effect to special summon a Orcust but Eldlich from my hand. I give the good old tap or cut, draw Dynamiscus off of Metal Fusion, set 1, set 2, and I'll pass. Or no, I'm activating Curse Eldland to add a Golden Land or Eldlich. I only play 2 Eldlich in this build, so I'm grabbing a Golden Land. So I grab Huckieto of the Golden Land for the DD Crow effect if I control Eldlich the Golden Lord. Looks like I'm going to be setting 1 card. Sorry about the wobbliness, probably because very interactive duel, you gotta get intense. Gotta wiggle your feet around and the table realize, oh shit, this is getting intense. Michael's looking at what he wants to do, so Michael's banishing the top 8 to trigger Zeobolos' effect to banish every single card on my field, including his, and then Zeobolos will come back on the standby. I accept this banish, so I banish everything on the field. One other banish face up. What are you doing? Yep, there you go. Be smart. Okay, during the end phase, Macchiato, Sanguine, to set some cards. So we'll set a Be smart, set a White Destiny and probably another Sanguine to put some more bodies on the field. Yep, setting. Okay, so you set Sanguine, the White Destiny, and another Conquistador. So Sanguine sets Conquistador, and Hakieta and Conquistador sets White Destiny. So, wait, am I supposed to say Sanguine this whole time? My apologies. Alright, special summon an Eldlich from my hand. Then let's see if Michael can recover from this during. Then Call by the Grave. Then Zeo Blow come back on the standby. I must have activated this when the chain. He changed DD Crows, special summon to banish my. Then typically you just want more bodies on field. Decoration, I'm going to activate Conquistador to pop, and then begin the draw. Flip him to attack. Michael has 3 cards in deck. Oh god. Looking at his tired banish, and I'm proceeding to go in the battle phase. Oh yeah, this is when I was playing Fraudline. Yeah, so when a zombie monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card in defense position. Hope I read that correctly. Yep, special summon that in defense position. Eldlich activates the effect. Attack, and then Hakieto attack, and then activate the effect to pay probably 3,000 to hit you for some big damage. Main phase 2. Activate Curse Outland. Activate Curse Outland effect. Pay 100 to search for probably. I believe that's Golden Land Forever for a Omni Negate. Both our decks looking pretty thin. Yep, activating White Destiny to set a Golden Land. But just remember how Eldlich works. So probably a lot of you know what Eldlich does because you probably fought it a lot, probably through Dueling Book or EDO Pro. But if anyone who doesn't know what Eldlich does, the Eldixirs can set the Golden Lands, and the Golden Lands can set the Eldixirs. Typically, I believe Michael's going. Oh, he's going to Lower Darkness. Okay. It's kind of hard to see the ulti Allure, Michael. So, 1 card in hand. Can he OTK me this turn? I have 1 Omni Negate, a Battle Protection. Because I can pay 700. I can pay 1,700. Ooh, Dark Grepher. No monsters in deck. This is what you call a deck out, boys. Not many Orcust players do it, but Michael wants to give a little read to Fraudline because, yes, Conquistador is a zombie, and during damage calculation, I can pay 1,700 to boost my monster by that. This was an interesting tech that I played in Eldlich at the time I was playing Eldlich. I do not play anymore because I got rid of them, the Eldliches, because I just didn't like the strategy. I hated the kind of defend the castle. It feels a lot of like Sky Strikers just in trap form. But Grepher attacks Conquistador, activate Guardian, drop your monster to 0. He gets to choose to redeclare. Michael ends his turn. All I have to do is literally just end my turn, and I win. But I'm probably stubborn and go, I want to battle. Michael's like, oh yeah, look at my banished. This is my deck. Not really, just, he's like, look at all my banished. Everything's banished. Yep, I just end my turn. Oh no, I'm probably going to battle phase. What did I do there? I'm an idiot. Yep, Michael's scooping up. Knowing that if I just end my turn, he just loses by deck out. And let's see, we're proceeding with siding. let's see what we side, because a lot of my new deck I don't really build a side deck. I'm pretty sure this was a fun match, just a game typical one, just to see what we're doing. But I really just like showing him like, oh, look at my extra deck, I'm gonna side these in. Because typically what I did was side in I would put in Royal Decrees to out any trap heavy deck or the Eldlich Mirror, because I was playing a more of a draw engine and other stuff. I could beat them over with Eldland and other ways to get my resources. Siding still going on, probably still figuring out when to side in. Forgetting my side, I probably sided in Inspector Border, and I didn't really play hand traps in this build just because I'm a person who hates hand traps, just because I believe they're a brick unless they get you a plus. Kind of like zombies, where if you ask someone they have balls rock on the field, you can banish something. That's what I call a plus, because you're still minusing them and then getting rid of more disruption. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just sided in 3 border. And typically, the only good cards you really need is like Ash Blossom and Salamangreats, Impermanence in Ultra Guys. Orcust can play maybe like Nibiru, maybe, I don't really know what they should play, maybe Ogre. But still trying to figure out what I'm trying to side in. Michael's power shuffling to see what he can do. But it's kind of fun actually watching these old videos to see what Eldlich did. This was more of a pure variant, because I tried to go, because I didn't have all the cards for Eldlich Synchron yet. So I didn't have the Needle Fiber, I didn't have the Link Ross, and we just opened up a couple of boxes of Eternity Code to get Michael his Gearsuits. Okay, so I am done siding, and he is power shuffling, same as me. So, but back to the talk of Echo, we bought some boxes of Echo, trying to figure out what we wanted. He wanted Eldliches, or not Eldliches, he wanted the Orcust cards. Yep, I sided into the Spectre Borders. Giving a little power shuffle. Yep, giving a little power shuffle. There we go. And let's see who goes first. I believe Michael is probably going to go second in this and telling me to go first. Because most of the time when Orcust goes first, his builds they go second build, because most of the dangers allow him to break boards. But he decided to go first this time. Normal Summon Skeleton. Ooh, that's a brick. Alright. Deciding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that's a 5, yep. Hitting the Bigfoot. Ooh. Basically telling him to pop his own monster, but Bigfoot says target one face of card your opponent controls. And me sniping the danger caused him to really not have a good hand. So starting off, normal summoning. Oh, Inspector Border. Have fun, Orcust. Activating. Oh god, activating White Destiny, special summon Eldlich from the hand. Setting 1 card, setting 2 card, proceeding to the battle phase. Border's going to attack over, taking 800. And then Eldlich is going to attack for 25. Pass, draw phase, standby. I don't think I activated anything. We gotta read Border, because Border's a very, very intensive card of rulings and regulation, or just really annoying ruling. So basically, if you link summon, you can activate 1 monster effect. But if you can't link summon or like fusion, synchro, or any of them, so typically you have to link summon to get 1 monster effect, but you can't fusion or synchro another monster and get rid of that link monster. You have to make another monster without activating a monster effect. And it's very hard to do that. But Michael just passes up. My turn. I set a Hakiyudo. Apparently these words are hard on me. But setting the Hakiyudo, then telling Michael, flipping up, activating Curse Outland, paying 800 to search for probably another Eldlich, probably another whatever it's called, another Golden Boy. Man, I've been saying Outland. Is the best saying name Eldlich this whole time is Golden Boy. Nope, it looks like I grabbed Guardian. And I believe probably proceed battle phase and just going for the kill. Set our card, enter the battle phase. Attack for 45. I go down to 200 life points and pass. Because I have no need to activate monster effects, and when the Eldlich spells and traps activate, or at least the Golden Lands activate, they're treated as traps, then they become monsters. So their trap effects triggered, then they become monsters. Michael's setting one card and passing. I draw a Sanguine, activating probably a Sanguine right here. Nope. Activate Hakiyudo to banish the skeleton. Nope. Just going into a tribute summoning for Eldlich, and then going into Gustav Max effect, burning Michael for 2,000 over his life points of 200. Does he have a negate for that? Does he have infinite permanence? No, and that is game. Well, lads, I hope you enjoyed the videos. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you actually want to see more content like this, showing off what we cited in. But if you did enjoy this content, I'm going to say it one more time. Please leave a like, subscribe, and tell me if you actually do want to see more of this, because there's a lot of fun actually commentating on these and doing narrations. But anyway, I'll see you guys over the horizon.